I'm here with Tanvi. We've just witnessed Arsenal drawing at home to Fulham. Tanvi, I've got to ask you, what's your initial thoughts on the game?
Obviously very disappointed. I feel like we all kind of went into this Fulham game thinking it was a guaranteed win. And I think in hindsight, I don't think any games in the Premier League should be a guaranteed win. But I think that is what cost us ultimately, like just complacency. To have conceded against Fulham at home in the first minute is shocking. So I think that came down to complacency and going into way too confident. And again, we're in the lead 2-1. We get complacent, 86th minute, we concede again. And I think those two things really, really did cost us that game. I think the formation, like everyone said it, we've tried it 3 games in a row now and it's just not quite working. So I think, especially against next week, there need to be some changes, I think, from Arteta's point of view. He's tried it, fair enough, but yeah, it's not working. So let's actually go back to what works, back to basics, back to what we know. I feel like last season we did finish strong. Yeah, we had injuries, we got tired, but it worked for so long. So why are we trying to change that now?
Right, yeah, a lot of people have expressed that very same view. Another view that people have expressed is that Kai Havertz, big money signing, £65 million, came into the team. A lot of people's eyebrows were raised. I think it's fair to say it's not quite worked yet. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, you know what, it's fair enough. It's a lot of money, and I think from that, there's so many expectations. So, people expect him to come on and just immediately gel with the team. But, you've got to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? He's a new signing. You have to give a player time to, have chemistry with the team, get to know the types of balls people like to play, the types of movements the rest of the team like to have. So I think he just hasn't quite had enough time. I agree. I don't think he should be starting next week, but I think we've got to give him that time. We saw Vieira come on. He was at the club last season, and now he's finally showing what he can do for the club. So I think it might be a similar situation with Havertz. We've just got to give him time. But yeah, if it's not working with him starting, let's mix it up and put on players that are showing what they can bring to the club.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's not been great for him so far, but there will still be time for him to improve, and we're very much hoping that he does. Any other areas of the pitch giving you cause for concern?
Do you know what? We've focused a lot on defence today, obviously with Partey right back, but I would say attack as well. I think we created so many chances in the first half, 3, 4 easy chances, I think, that we didn't finish. And chances is a great element to scoring, but also finishing the goals. So I think we need to have players in there that can finish the goals confidently. I think having Eddie on, I really think he changes the game. I know everyone's got their reservations about him. I personally think his off-the-ball work really makes a difference. Maybe not everyone sees it, but, him coming on as a sub, 60th, 70th minute, and scoring, I think maybe we need to make a few changes in attack. And it was good to see Jesus on the pitch as well. I don't think he'll start, but hopefully him coming back will make a difference as well.
Could I just ask you, so at the start of the season, how optimistic were you with Arsenal? I mean, where was he predicting you think we could go?
Do you know what? I don't want to ever jinx it and be overly optimistic, but I really do think this year could be our year to win the title. Obviously, the last 3 games, I think we've had average performances, especially against teams that we should be comfortably winning. But, it's the first 3 games. It's good that we've got them out of the way. We've used them to warm up, wake up a little bit. And hopefully we can use them in what we learn from them going into the next game, which is obviously going to be a lot tougher. And we just go onwards and upwards. And I still think, I still have hope for Arsenal this season. I really do think that this could be our season.
Well said, well said. Just one last question. There's been a lot of doom and gloom expressed by the guys that have gone before you. Try and end on a positive note. Give me something to go on for the future weeks. Who's playing well at the moment? Who are you really looking forward to seeing in the coming week?
Yeah, I mean, Saka is always great. I think Declan Rice has been looking really good for a new signing as well. I think Ramsdale, had a bit of a shocker today, but I think he's always someone that we can rely on, and he's always kind of held the team down. And just overall, I think it's the first time in a long time our bench is looking just as strong as the starting 11. I think you said it in the watch-along, but I would have been really happy with a lot of different combinations. We've got options, we've got versatile players, we've got a strong attack and a strong defence. So I think those are all the things and all the positives we need to take away from today and just use them to our advantage in the games to come.
That's great. Thank you very much. Tanvi's keeping it positive and so am I.